will be face to face. French Cup, Bordeaux versus PSG on beIN Sports. Today, in the Serie A, two teams are in danger to fail. Just one will continue. Sassuolo versus Milan on beIN Sports.
Preparado para tirar, para buscar el hat-trick, el tiro de Alexis. ¡Gol, gol, 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 gol,
It's the kind of weekend that Madridistas have been waiting all season for. Both Barcelona and Atletico Madrid have dropped points at the top of the standings, which means that Cristiano Ronaldo leads Real Madrid in Barcelona tonight against Espanyol, looking to close the gap to just 3 points at the top of the title race. A very good evening to you from me, Ross Dyer, alongside former Real Madrid goalkeeper Bodo Illgner. The kind of weekend you've been waiting for, Bodo.
You're definitely right. I was waiting for it, and I tweeted out there, Liga, which is the Liga, is open again for Real Madrid. But first of all, they need to get the 3 points out of Cornellà de Prat. Last season they weren't able to win against Espanyol. Not here, not at home. 2 draws, 1-1 here in Cornellà de Prat and 2-2 home in the Bernabeu.
Well, those who have crammed in and lucky enough to have seats for this evening's contest know that Espanyol are up against it here, against a side finding themselves in very good form, and that is the message of defiance.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it's in English, but anyway, here they come, both teams going for this battle.
Always a wonderful occasion at the new stadium. It's a stadium that Real Madrid have not lost in.
3 victories, only 1 draw in the 4 seasons they have been playing here. Good results for Real Madrid, but a draw is not enough tonight.
Well, let's look at the 2 starting 11s for you. And Espanyol doing without their manager, Javier Aguirre, after he was sent off in their defeat at Osasuna last week. More on that a little later on. But they're also doing without their top goal scorer in Sergio Garcia. He's absent for picking up his 5th yellow card of the season in the north of the country in defeat. So striker John Cordoba must play as a lone striker with support from Christian Stuani and Gabriel Torge, and Alex, the former Real Madrid youth player, coming into midfield. That's because they're also missing David Lopez with a hamstring injury.
Alex is the brother of Nacho, the Real Madrid defender who is sitting on the bench.
Sergio Ramos doing the customary pre-match handshake, and he leads the Real Madrid side tonight. It's a side which represents just 1 change from the last league outing against Celta Vigo, which racked up that 3-0 home victory. And that is because Isco rests and Gareth Bale starts his first league game in 3, having come through Thursday night's Copa del Rey clash against Osasuna. He starts with Di Maria. It's only the 3rd time in La Liga that those two have started together, and we expect Di Maria to move to the centre, Bodo.
Yes, that's what I expect too. I think the graphic was completely right. I think that Bale is only playable on one or the other wing. I think that's his position, where he can use his speed And in the middle of this the pitch, you need some more ideas. You need more flexibility. I don't see it in Gareth Bale. There is a chance that Angel Di Maria fits this spot very well. There was doubt if Diego Lopez is available tonight. He had some stomach issues, and just shortly before this kickoff, it was announced that he is available.
On a passing of a former Espanyol youth coach and coach, Jose Maria Magrién, honoured before kickoff. Diego Colotto, the centre-back for Espanyol, looking to thwart this Real Madrid attack, which comes in fine fettle, having racked up the 50th goal of Carlo Ancelotti's career in La Liga with Real Madrid. In their last outing against Celta Vigo, he added a couple more to good measure. Now they bring this good form to Conea El Prat, trying to get the better of Barcelona's second team.
Di Maria already asking for the ball in midfield, trying to pull the strings from the center of the pitch this time.
This Espanyol side coming in now in 11th position. They did start the weekend in 10th, but a victory for Granada in their match has seen Espanyol just drop into the bottom half of the table. A victory, though, for them would move them up above Valencia into 8th place. Certainly plenty to play for them. A lot of pride at stake as well against the side who would be closing in to make a real fist at the title challenge.
First free kick of the night is called from the referee, Jose Antonio Teixeira Vitienes. And both teams actually happy with this referee. All 7 games he had with Real Madrid was the winner. And all 3 home games from Espanyol, he was on the whistle. Espanyol could leave the pitch with the 3 points.
Tell you what, though, it might be Real Madrid who are happier with him, because his last 3 Real Madrid games he's taken charge of. Madrid have scored 17 times, including a 5-0 win against their opponents tonight at the Bernabeu. That was 2 years ago as Jose Mourinho's team stormed to the title. Last season's game, you mentioned ahead of kickoff, Bodo, on this ground was arguably where Madrid surrendered that title. 3rd draw of the season. The 14th and 15th points that they dropped in the first 16 rounds of the season. Nowhere near good enough to keep pace with the title. And Jose Mourinho saw enough in that 2-2 draw on this ground to drop Casillas in the next match at Malaga, where they fielded Antonio Adan. They lost for the 4th time in that match against Malaga. Isco actually scored for Malaga. And of course, it was there on a downward slope for Iker Casillas in terms of his league appearances for Real Madrid. He was hastily Sociedad after Adan had been sent off in 6 minutes after conceding a penalty and being red carded. And then as they waited for the signature of Diego Lopez, Casillas played 2 more times in La Liga. He's not played since the year anniversary of Real Madrid in La Liga. You thought he might get a sniff tonight, but Diego Lopez, after his stomach problem, has been declared fit to play. And it's Espanyol coming forward.
Ancelotti just confirmed his goalkeeper policy.
Drifting crossover towards Christian Stuani. It's nicely played by the Romanian Gabriel Torje from this right side. Espanyol missing Sergio Garcia up front in support of Stuani and the Colombian John Cordoba. That's drifted in towards Cordoba. Pepe got his head to it. The danger isn't past yet. Pepe, and behind for a corner.
What a initial power here. Espanyol does very, very well. And they know about the problems of Real Madrid with high balls trying to get over the wings. Torje, a right winger, he played very well so far in the early opening.
My apologies, that ball coming off Christian Stuani, who had the headed attempt, didn't take a deflection off Pepe. Goal kick to Real Madrid. Same towards Karim Benzema. Scored again to open the scoring for the second successive game for Real Madrid in midweek against Osasuna in the Cup, the first leg of the round of 16 ties. There is Alfredo Tena, who is the assistant coach to Espanyol. He's on the sidelines tonight because Javier Aguirre is serving the first of a 4-game ban after being sent off for foul and abusive language in their 1-0 defeat to Osasuna in the last league game last weekend.
He tried to explain himself that it's usual common words that he's using, the foul language, but that did not help him. He's out there and apparently trying to have contact with the bench over a phone line right next to the stands where he's observing this match.
There's Carlo Ancelotti, who is saying that his team are playing a much better brand of football now. A lot of possession. Of course, pace was part of the thing that he wanted to instill in the team with the ball at their feet. He certainly feels he's found that in the last couple of outings.
Definitely, it took him a little while to figure out the right squad, the right team. And he's found the midfield with Xabi Alonso, who just signed another 2-year contract during the week with Real Madrid. I think that was a big relief for the club, for the team, for the fans. Very important player, and that buys Real Madrid some time in this midfield until Mendy and maybe Casemiro will step up. Nice football from Espanyol here.
Yes, John Cordoba getting himself out of a tight spot. Victor Moreno with the pass forward. Stuani, always the link-up player, wearing the number 8 shirt, the Uruguayan striker. It's the former Real Madrid Castilla player, Alex, with Gabriel Torje. Returned it back to Alex. Bit of family rivalry, as you mentioned, Bodo, with Nacho sitting on the bench for Real Madrid tonight and Alex playing for Espanyol in midfield.
Yeah, he's playing a connected player between midfield and attack, so much more offensive orientated than his brother, who is a pure centre-back or is often used as a side-back as well.
Benzema linking nicely. Gareth Bale. Here is Xabi Alonso, fresh from signing that new 2-year deal and also playing despite having ruptured inside of his eardrum. A cross from Di Maria, finding Karim Benzema.
Played 208 official games so far for Real Madrid and has scored 99 times so far. Nice preparation here, this time over the left wing from Angel Di Maria. Nice delivery, and the finish from Benzema not good enough to beat Kiko Casilla, the former Real Madrid goalkeeper who shared training ground with Diego Lopez in the season 2006 and 2007.
Well, Jesse Rodriguez is on the bench for Real Madrid, despite having played a starring role in the last few games. They didn't actually think he would be fit to make the trip.
He just jumped on the plane in the last minute. Yesterday the report said that he wasn't available due to a calf injury, or at least overstretched. But apparently he recovered and is at least available on the bench, where he came a couple of times already from and helped Real Madrid out of some trouble situations.
Here's Dani Carvajal replacing Arbeloa from the cup game against Osasuna at the Bernabeu in midweek. Real Madrid awash with options. Marcelo. Benzema, sensible movement. Xabi Alonso looking for Gareth Bale. Flag up on that far side for offside.
Gareth Bale, 11 Liga appearances, 7 assists. And with 7 assists, he's only one shy of the 8 assists David Beckham got in his first Real Madrid season in 32 matches. Good numbers so far for the Welsh.
Exceptional numbers. Quite enjoys playing in the system out on that right-hand side, no matter who's in the centre with him. So the only time that Ronaldo, Bale and Di Maria have played together was against Rayo Vallecano back in round 12 when they all started. And if you remember that match away from home, Real Madrid took a 3-0 lead and Bale actually got 2 of the assists, setting up Benzema and Ronaldo for a goal.
Yeah, but you have to tell the story until the end, because Real Madrid got really in trouble, conceding 2 penalties and 2 goals, and was lucky to get away with the 3 points finally.
Yes, some missteps from Pepe and Marcelo, committing fouls in the penalty area, and Rayo Vallecano very nearly snatched a point in that match.
Nice pass from Di Maria to Marcelo, but Marcelo doesn't do too well.
Ball cut out by Hector Moreno, the Mexican. Invitation down the right-hand side. Nicely worked by Gabriel Torje. Hitting the body of Sergio Ramos, who takes up that familiar pose of the hands behind the back.
For the moment, the most active, the best player on the Espanyol side here, Gabriel Torje, the Romanian international. 24 years old. Getting away from Di Maria, who helped out Marcelo on the left back side, but really sloppy, easy defending there.
Espanyol presenting a good showing. The opening exchanges here, looking to press home advantage. It's a good flick on as well, aimed again for Stuani. Ball was helped in by Raul Rodriguez.
A lot of work before the ball even comes in.
Torje, flighted delivery, found Stuani directly this time. Marcelo swiveling to get clear. The 0-0 draw in the Calderón has given Real Madrid so much to play for tonight. The stakes very, very high. Any risk, Bodo, that the stakes are a little too high?
Oh, it is a difficult match, of course, here in Espanyol, but if you want to get close, if you want to be champion, you have to win this game.
Modric, not for the first time tonight, robbed in possession, and Victor Sanchez, who took the ball away from him, was pulled back by the Croatian. First yellow card of the evening.
Holding Victor Sanchez back with his hand and goes into the book correctly.
Modric's 3rd yellow of the campaign. Torje has already caused a number of problems with his delivery so far. A good start to the game. Again, put into a dangerous area where Espanyol know that Real Madrid are a little weak. Ronaldo back helping out Sergio Ramos.
Yeah, better than none. Both of them get to the ball, Cristiano Ronaldo and Sergio Ramos. The Romanian has to go a long way to deliver this time from the right again.
Variety on that delivery, and again it's Christian Stuani they're aiming for.
Hector Moreno, of course, was up front as well. The Mexican centre-back, here you can see him trying to reach out for this Stuani header.
Stuani has 4 goals this season, and 2 of them coming in the last home league game against Real Valladolid. It's the only match in the last 4 at home in La Liga that Espanyol have actually won since knocking off Real Madrid's city rivals Atletico in October. The only side to beat Atleti this season are Espanyol.
Completely right. Strong home performance. Took the 3 points against Atletico.
Been mixed displays at home though since then. Defeats against Sevilla and Real Sociedad. They drew against Malaga before that 4-2 win over Real Valladolid, in which Stuani scored twice. He's looked a threat already in the opening quarter of an hour here, particularly from set pieces.
During away, they lost in Madrid against Alcorcón in Copa 1-0. They have the chance to get a better result next week. When they're playing home, they have 3 straight home matches, with this one here tonight, then against Alcorcón in Copa, and then against Celta.
Yes, not the first team to fall foul of Alcorcón away from home. Remember a few years ago, Real Madrid, Alcorconazo as they call it, the 4-0 drubbing under the charge of Manuel Pellegrini, as the star-studded performers lost to the lower league side. In fact, Alcorcón 17th in Segunda Division. That's the side that Espanyol lost to on Wednesday night by 1-0. But as you mentioned, they have the second leg to turn it around. And incidentally, if they do manage to turn it around, they would face Real Madrid if Real Madrid assure safe passage against Osasuna in the second leg to come.
That would be a nice match to watch again. But first of all, everybody has to fulfill his task in Copa. Real Madrid needs to travel to Osasuna with a 2-0 lead from last Thursday. Jesse on the scoreboard there, and Benzema.
It's a nice moment there between Sergio Ramos and Alex. They're competing again here with Xabi Alonso. Alex, the former Castilla man and brother of Nacho. Here he is.
Nice footballer.
Much more creative instincts than his brother, playing further forward.
Di Maria in this Isco role, if you want so, trying to put pressure on Espanyol, but Espanyol does very well. Not impressed at all from this Real Madrid side, and here again, Gabriel Torge over the right.
Torge towards Stuani. He was up against the smaller figure of Carvajal there. It's a size mismatch. It's a little too high for him. Torge, just 24 years of age, his fourth start, and there on the left of the screen, Javier Aguirre just retiring, trying to push himself out of shot.
There we have the words he used against the referee, and the fans picking them up. Are you asking for good work for the team? With the swear words I don't want to repeat.
Well, that's the problem that the referees face, isn't it? You risk turning an insult into a motto. Espanyol certainly using it as a badge of honour at the moment, as their manager is absent from touchline duties. Alfredo Tenat stepping in. Ball is given away as Raul Rodriguez steps in. Now Alex for John Córdoba up against Pepe. No foul from the Portuguese on the Colombian.
It looked a challenge shoulder against shoulder. Love to see the replay on this one, but we have the counter-attack possibility for Real Madrid.
It's Ronaldo, deflected off Raul Rodriguez. The cheers for our referee still hanging around.
Oh, it was not shoulder against shoulder. Pepe trying to reach the ball with his right leg, but it's much, much too late. It should have been a free kick for Espanyol right here. In a very good position, but it was not called by Jose Antonio Teixeira.
Real Madrid have their first corner of the night, swung in by Modric, straight into the hands of Kiko Casilla.
Yeah, that was really a present, this corner kick, right into his arms. Remember, last season when he had his first appearance in the Bernabeu against Real Madrid, and since then he is a fixture.
Oh, it should have been 1-0. Ronaldo in the challenge, fed by Karim Benzema. There was a very hefty tackle coming in on him, which denied him a simple tap-in.
Still not able to score against Espanyol, the only team he was not able. And what a perfect delivery from Benzema. Nice control, nice touches. Gets away here from Moreno and prepares it beautifully. Cristiano Ronaldo just doesn't hit it well, and later on receives a little touch. Oh, sorry, I said he did not score. He was able to score once only here in Cornellà de Prat, but he assisted 3 times.
Unable to turn that one home, fed by Benzema, who's now fed Di Maria. Good strike from Di Maria, unfortunately straight at the goalkeeper, who elected to punch away, and Espanyol have broken up that attack. And now on the breakaway, it's Cordoba, faced by Modric, going alone, 2 with him. It's John Cordoba for Espanyol. Just couldn't find an angle at the end as he was forced a little wide.
Problem starts much earlier. Di Maria was in good position, had a nice shot, but should have done it to Bale. Here, Cordoba gets away fantastically again against Di Maria, although it looked as if Di Maria had it already. And the final challenge from Pepe is a decisive one that John Cordoba is not able to hit on target.
Just a reminder to you, if you're not keeping such close attention to the top of La Liga standings, Real Madrid in 3rd place on 44 points, 6 shy of the joint leaders Barcelona and Atleti. A win here in their make-up game will finish off the first half of the season with the 3 teams separated by just 3 points. Real Madrid trailing in 3rd place still, but they do need to make maximum use of this game after the 0-0 draw at the Calderon yesterday between the top 2. And the 21st minute arrives. Sustained applause coming from the Espanyol fans in memory of their former player Dani Jarque, who tragically lost his life a few years ago. He wore the 21 shirt. Customary applause arriving in the 21st minute of every home game at Cornellà El Prat.
What a nice tradition for a former player of theirs. Siempre, always, eterno. Eternally 21. That was his shirt number.
Spanish under 21, sadly passing before his time in August 2009.
Madrid winning the 2nd corner of the night. Let's see if Di Maria can do better than Modric before.
The outswinger from Di Maria, won by Ramos. Ronaldo didn't quite have the opportunity to set himself, although he tried to, and has ended up causing a little bit of damage to the man challenging him.
Yeah,
well,
he couldn't see him come, but on the other side, in a corner kick with all these players around, kind of naive to think that you're all by yourself to make a bicycle kick there. Ramos delivers him, and you can see that Cristiano controlled it for a bicycle kick. Javi Lopez coming in there bravely, the captain for Espanyol tonight. No intention, of course, from Cristiano Ronaldo. Benzema leading the hunt. Nicely played from Kiko Casilla.
John Cordoba has been a willing runner and also someone who's not afraid to put his foot in or use his physicality, and the linesman didn't like his use of his frame there against Sergio Ramos. The crowd don't like the decision.
Only 20 years old, this guy here from Colombia. Played the under-20 CONMEBOL under-20 World Cup for Colombia last year. It was a challenge. I think it was nothing serious to call a free kick there. Both were running and disputing this ball.
Seemed very, very harsh indeed on replay. Here's Benzema.
Looks sharp tonight, the Frenchman.
Marcelo's cross dealt with by Diego Colotto. Torje trying to get the better of Di Maria. The Argentine was having none of it. Modric. Carvajal. Blocked well.
Carvajal delivered 2 assists against Celta de Vigo in the last match.
There's Modric. Still looking for that La Liga goal.
Di Maria here, he had the chance to pass it on to Bale on the left wing. Decided to make the shot on goal. It was a hard one, but right onto the goalkeeper.
Luka Modric was in good assisting form in the cup against Osasuna. Setting up Benzema's glancing header to open the scoring. Playing alongside Alonso, despite Alonso picking up an injury in the Celta Vigo game.
Xabi Alonso was resting in Copa. Mendy playing for him in the position next to Modric. And I think that's the future player on this position. I really think that he's a similar player to Xabi Alonso. Just lacking, of course, the experience from this man with the number 14.
Well, they were so delighted to get him tied down to a 2-year extension, Xabi Alonso. Ancelotti says you can't compare him to anyone. Bale feeding Marcelo. Oh, and Ronaldo's foot just getting in the way of Bale's arrival there. You thought that the Welshman might have an opportunity to strike it first time coming onto it.
Yeah, I really think so too. It looked like he was tired to wait on the right wing. Decided to move in and really had a furious look straight forward. Well, was taken away the chance by Cristiano. Well recuperated from Benzema together with Di Maria.
Here's Ronaldo. Good tackle on him coming in from Javi Lopez.
Javi Lopez does very well, not looking at the body and the moves of Cristiano, just having an eye on the ball and clears it out to corner.
Marcelo's cross. Further away. Di Maria using his width here. Header out by Moreno. You have to say, despite Espanyol missing Sergio Garcia, playing very, very well.
Very well. John Cordoba up front is doing an excellent job, and he gets a lot of support from this right winger, Gabriel Torche, who started extremely well, and we've seen that John Cordoba has the speed, has the talent, has the power to overcome the Real Madrid defense.
Man stepping out there in midfield, Victor Sanchez one of the pivot players for Espanyol. You can see Cordoba and Alex able to try and push forward as well. Christian Stuani at times really affording a lot of cover down the left flank to his fullback. Those players not afraid to rotate, shift their shape. There's Di Maria spending a spell on the left-hand side now. Ronaldo goes through the centre. Marcelo looking for an option. Di Maria's not outside him. Has to go back for him.
He needs a backup here on the left side if he's up front. Xabi Alonso trying to make the long ball to Carvajal is too short.
And now the break is possibly on with Stuani. Bale comes back to good effect for Real Madrid, and Modric and Carvajal. And in the end, Stuani's penalised for a little trip. It was Gareth Bale who interrupted him first and stopped that Espanyol counter-attack.
A good attitude in the Real Madrid team so far. Even the offensive players helping out defensively. That was missing in the beginning of the season quite a few times. But this attitude has changed extremely to the better.
Here's Xabi Alonso. Di Maria. Modric has found a little bit of an angle. Fuentes up against him. Bale trying to use his right foot. Real Madrid setting up camp here. Half an hour played, 0-0 between Espanyol and Real Madrid.
Ball possession with 66% to Real Madrid, clearly in favor of the visitor.
Nicely worked between Modric and Carvajal. Again, the cross isn't the best.
Doesn't get a second chance due to his bad control here, Dani Carvajal. Solid defense on the Espanyol side with dangerous, very dangerous counter-attack possibilities. With John Cordoba, Christian Stuani and Torje.
Ramos.
First row of defense is the offensive players here, Torje, Alex and Stuani.
Real Madrid having to work very, very hard in order to find any kind of space in that half. Alonso, if anyone can pick out a pass, it's him. He's found Ronaldo. Back from Di Maria and Ronaldo. It's spilled by the goalkeeper, but enough on it to push it beyond the bar.
Goes straight at the goalkeeper, and Kiko Casilla is lucky that this one goes over the crossbar. Was a little bit surprised maybe that Cristiano Ronaldo shoots it right away when he turns around at first touch. Look at this, it comes right at his body, but somehow he makes it dangerous.
Modric takes, Ronaldo jumping. Goalkeeper got nothing on it. Di Maria. And a bit hopeful and beyond.
It was an outswinger, not an easy one. Very, very long. It became longer and longer. Misjudgment from Kiko Casilla. Wanted to be brave, tried it, but he did not reach the ball.
Cristiano Ronaldo has scored in 3 of Real Madrid's last 4 away games. Total of 4 goals. The only game he didn't manage a goal in, away from home in that run, was at Osasuna. A game in which Real Madrid did drop 2 important points on their travels. 2-2 finish.
Difficult ball back to Diego Lopez from Carvajal. Nice passage here from Real Madrid.
Marcelo's ball does have enough to carry, and Ronaldo just stepping through it.
Not with a try from distance. Tomorrow, Monday, he will be traveling to Zurich to the Ballon d'Or Gala, and everybody is happy when this gala is over. We don't need to talk about it anymore, but for now it's on. The battle between Lionel Messi, Frank Ribéry and Cristiano Ronaldo, who takes the whole family for the trip.
Yes, his mum, his two sisters and his brother. I wonder if someone's had a word in his ear. Here's Cordoba. Goal kick to Real Madrid only. Well, Alfredo Tena has a footballing connection in his family. His older brother, I should say he is the older brother to Luis Fernando Tena. If that name sounds familiar to US soccer fans, perhaps it's because he took charge of Mexico's one game against the United States in the Hex in Columbus. He was just in charge for one game. 2-0 win for the USA, enough to see Tena's tenure end.
But if you will so, he helped finally to qualify Mexico for the World Cup. They reached the final round and will be in Brazil this summer.
Yes, he played a big part along with 3 other head coaches. Good to see them there, of course. Free kick won by Real Madrid here for handball. Real Madrid have got a very central position here for Ronaldo. Possibly even Bale.
Yeah, but that's a harsh call for handball. This is an interesting position because it's more or less in the middle of the goal, and really a position where even Gareth Bale or Cristiano Ronaldo are able to step up. But look at this here, not even a question asked by Gareth Bale. Cristiano measuring his steps towards the ball.
Ronaldo, fresh from scoring his 400th career goal. Forcing a save of sorts from the goalkeeper. Went with it unorthodoxly with his foot.
Yeah, from this distance it's unorthodox. From a shorter distance it's pretty normal that the goalkeeper uses his foot. But much more risky from a long distance where you have more time to react. But it's due to the strange move of the ball that it takes when Cristiano Ronaldo hits it.
Real Madrid trying to pepper the penalty area. Again, Espanyol having cleared their lines from that free kick and now quite nicely set up in front of Madrid. Xabi Alonso waiting for the opening. It's there for Carvajal. Bale and Ronaldo waiting. Bit of a mess of that from Hector Moreno, the Mexican international.
Here we have the replay. See the strange moves. It bounces directly in front of him. He shouldn't have been able to use his body, his hands, but made already a move towards the left side, so he decided to take his right foot.
Marcelo's cross, I think he got that all wrong on his weaker right foot. And off goes Cordoba again, and hoping for some company.
He needs it. He's again all by himself against 2 or 3. He is able to create some danger, but not always. This time Pepe did really well, like Modric now.
Absolutely incredible from Luka Modric in terms of the control, and the pass just kicked off away from Ronaldo and out of touch on this near side. But what control from Luka Modric to keep the ball in play initially.
And the idea to play the long ball towards Cristiano was very well too. Just the execution did not work out.
Stuani was left in a little daze there. He wondered how Modric able to spin around him and keep the ball from travelling over the touchline. possession dominated by Real Madrid now. A couple of efforts which have been fairly central for the goalkeeper to deal with, and he hasn't looked as comfortable as you might expect. Former Real Madrid's goalkeeper, as you mentioned, Bodo, in terms of being on the books at least.
Yeah, they trained together with Diego Lopez. They shared the spot as a second, or better said, third goalkeeper behind Iker Casillas, who is another time in the league game on the bench tonight. Played in Copa against Osasuna at home, kept a clean sheet, and will play again in Osasuna next week.
It's the 37th league game since Casillas has last appeared in the Primera Division. The 20th of January is at the anniversary coming up next Monday of a 5-0 away win at Valencia before Diego Lopez's arrival. And in that time, Casillas has played just 9 competitive games. 9 competitive games in almost a year for his club. Torje has gone a bit quiet.
Yeah, after a strong beginning, it got quiet about him because the pressure from Real Madrid was getting higher and higher. Ball possession raised almost into the 70s, and not too much action anymore for Espanyol on the right wing. From Sergio Ramos, using his arms to get higher than John Cordoba.
Alfredo Tena down there, immediately appealing against that kind of treatment on his striker from Sergio Ramos. Madrid skipper saying, did nothing wrong, I've got to be allowed to jump.
You're allowed to jump, but not use your hands. Of course.
Torje administering this one with 5 up waiting for it for Espanyol. It's Ramos who heads clear. Wonderful volleyed effort from Alex, and Modric has gotten there first. Now the break is on. It's 3 against 2 for Real Madrid. Make that 4 against 3. It's Di Maria. It's all the way across beyond the 2 in support. Ronaldo and Benzema unable to be in a position to finish it off. Danger's not clear, and Benzema's headed attempt goes wide.
Yeah, this time he had the chance to shoot, but this time he wanted to deliver Angel Di Maria, but the pass was not good at all. It was just played into nowhere's land, whereas Cristiano and Benzema were available. Not the strongest play for Benzema with the head. He scored with the head against Osasuna, but this time not able to place it well.
Espanyol guilty there for not following up in possession and maybe committing a few too many forward. Marcelo and Torje, a bit of a disagreement as they scrap for possession. Possession which has been dominated by Real Madrid, Bodo, in the first half, 65% of it.
Yeah, we noticed this already. Ball possession is there, chances coming up, but still 0-0 after 2 very good chances for Espanyol in the opening.
Mistake, almost presenting Modric with the ball.
Kiko Casillas wanted to do a fancy thing and then got a shaky foot.
Cordoba. And Ramos had a hold of him, he's had to let him go. It's Alex. Came off Pepe, who did well to get close to him. Helping out his fellow centre-half there, who found himself in all sorts of trouble, Sergio Ramos.
Sergio Ramos has a lot of trouble A lot of problems with this young international, John Cordoba from Colombia.
Bale has been found by Ronaldo, setting himself and not delivering. It's taken a deflection, though, off for the corner.
Alfredo Tena said, we know about the strength in the counter-attack, and although a minute ago there was a big, huge chance for Real Madrid in the counter-attack.
Carvajal's cross, again not beating the first man, who was Cordoba. Alonso, Pepe staying forward. Espanyol waiting for someone to clear that, bounce favouring the smack away by Moreno. Last minute of the first half, waiting for someone to step up and break the deadlock. Here's Xabi Alonso. Ronaldo managed to escape his marker before being tripped, it appeared. No foul.
You could see that Di Maria is more comfortable coming over the wings, always getting to the left or to the right side, although his position should be the center of the pitch, but he feels just more comfortable when he has a sideline next to him. Handball here from Benzema.
Perhaps just striking the upper arm. So, with the invitation on offer for Real Madrid, as yet, they're waiting to respond. And at the moment, Espanyol are giving a good physical account of themselves. They've looked threatening. They enjoyed the first part of that half in attack. Real Madrid have dominated the ball since. A couple of efforts fired in on goal. Kiko Casilla a little bit fortunate with a couple of his saves, but they have managed to keep Real Madrid at bay in the meantime. 0-0. Stay with us here on beIN Sport. Second half, of course, on its way.
After having a 17-game winning streak, Roma has recently gotten a reality check. Now, Garcia's squad must set up precedents as they face Genoa at the historical Stadio Olimpico. Roma versus Genoa, today.